Nope, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Hi, Joanna. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing okay.
Before we begin, I want to be clear that this isn't a counseling session. We don't need to go into details about what happened. You're in control of what you share. We can slow down, pause, or shift at any point. My role simply is to listen and be supportive, in a way that feels safe and respectful towards you. So, just share what you're comfortable with.
Thank you. Well, I wanted to share about someone kind of close to me passing away in a traumatic accident. It was very abrupt, out of nowhere, a random day out of the week kind of thing. And it was at my dad's store. I didn't know him that well, but we come in crossing from time to time. My dad's friend, he had a heart attack in our store.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And at first, this is like the crazy part of it, but I didn't believe that he was having a heart attack at the time. I thought he was being dramatic. And that whole ideology has to do with like my mom also just not really liking my dad's friends kind of thing. So, like, I kind of put that belief into my mind when they're being dramatic. It's like, oh, they're doing it to be, I don't know, cause drama or something. But unfortunately, that was the day that, like, there was nothing, it was serious. And, um, and I decided to call 911. It's the only thing I thought to do.
Uh-huh.
Um, and everything went so fast that day. That moment, he was just on the ground, and like my dad and his other friends were there too, just like helping him. They were like doing the CPR thing on him. And that was a time, funny enough, I was like trying to be a doctor too. I was in pre-med, so I knew what to do in theory. Um, and so I called 911. I told him to hurry up. Like, this is not a joke. I don't know. 911, for some reason doesn't take you seriously. Like the first
Hmm.
time. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
They're like, "Are you sure? Like, is this a homeless man?" Like, no, this is a real, like, I mean, even if it was a homeless man, get here.
Right.
New York City, I don't know. But it's like I had to call them about 3 times to tell them to hurry up because this man
Oh,
is
wow.
dying.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the scary part, like the scariest part about all this, and that's what like kept the trauma in for me, was that as I was waiting for 911, I saw my dad, or I think his friend, one of the two, I forgot now. They were trying to do CPR on him, and I noticed that they were doing it wrong. And I was like, no, that's not how you do it. So I just like, I don't know, like adrenaline, I guess. I pushed them away and I started doing it myself the way I was taught. So it was fresh in my head.
Okay.
And oh God, like I put my mouth into, his to breathe in.
Hmm.
And I think that's what like kept my body like in shock for many years.
Mm.
So, um, like I played it over in my head a lot that I really like breathed into someone who was unconscious, possibly
Mhm.
dead. I'm not sure medically how it all goes down, but that was really scary, you know, doing that. And then finally, um, the fire department came, and I'm like, no, we need an ambulance. And then finally the ambulance came. Um, but unfortunately, like it didn't work out, you know.
Gosh, it sounds like that has really impacted you heavily. Um, I hear a lot of fear, a lot of frustration with how things turned out and the responses that you got, and or possibly even um, questioning your own sense of identity, even and some self-reflection and maybe your own skills and handling of the situation. It would you say that's correct?
Yeah, yeah, I would say that's pretty spot on. Yeah.
That's a lot to carry and a lot to process. Thank you for sharing that with me. I feel like you responded normally to something that was um, not an easy thing to deal with. And honestly, from what I see, you jumping in there like you did, having the skills that you have, that showed bravery and confidence. So I just want to applaud you for that and applaud you for opening up and sharing that with me today. That took a lot of courage as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? How are
Well,
you? How are you? How's that landing in your body right now? How are you feeling?
thank you for asking that. Um, I think it's landed in the same way I tell everyone this story, and kind of everyone's similar responses. You know, you were brave for doing that. I get the word hero a lot, but I still feel a little guilty still because I had prejudged as well, kind of like how the 911 person did. It almost made me feel like I'm no better. It's just that I was closer to help, you know? So I don't feel like a hero.
You have a lot of, it sounds like regret as well with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, would it help to take a slow breath together and just kind of try to release some of that you're carrying?
Yeah, that would be really great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just take a deep breath, count to 4, and release. And do that as often as you need to kind of settle yourself.
Oh,
Well, that pretty much wraps up our time for today, Joanna. And again, I just want to thank you so much for sharing that with me.
thank you. Thank you for listening. Okay.
Just continue recording.
Right. Okay, feedback. Um, I thought you did really great. I love your intro. It was really cool. Very professional, should I say.
Thank you.
I always get stuck with that. Um, I thought you were very great at attuning, reflecting back. It felt like a very organic way of how you replied back to me. Um, um, very good at the nods. And I liked how you ended it off with like a breathing exercise really quick. Because I think you could tell like I was getting overwhelmed telling this story. And that was really cool of you to like offer that. So
Good.
I think this is you did really good.
Thank you. Thank you. And I genuinely mean thank you for sharing that with me because I can tell that was an impactful. story, and I can certainly see why it would happen. So,
Yeah, still processing, but I'm a lot better now.
good. Good. Yeah, I'm sure. All right. I guess does that wrap us up then?
Let's wraps us up.
Okay.